We know you a lot for your very comedy roles, don't we? Do Saxondale, know you for Lead Balloon as well. Fantastic in those. What's it like in a comedy horror though? How does it compare?
A zomedy, great fun. It's the same thing but with guns and blood and the undead, and you know what? It translates so easily. The migration is superb. It's easy. It's in terms of that, but yeah, just playing with all those guns and seeing all those like dead bodies all over the place. It's grim but fun.
Now you're a Brummie, aren't you?
I am.
How did you find doing the East End accent for this?
Well, do you know what? I love doing a bit of East End. It's great fun. I do a lot of voice acting and cartoons, stuff like that. So that's my favourite sort of form of acting. Really, I love playing with my voice. But it was great. Do you know what? Being a Brummie and surrounded by the likes of Alan Ford and sort of being accepted into that vocal community was fantastic. A lot of fun indeed.
Tell me about the relationship off set with your brother on set, which is played by Harry Treadaway.
This guy over here, fantastic. The same with everybody. We all got on really well. We had a great time, and it sounds boring to say, but it's the truth. Like there was a lot of fun, just loads of improv, which Matthias, the director, was kind enough to allow us to do. And yeah, just had a blast making it. Had an absolute blast. And I've known Michelle for some time. We did a movie called I Want Candy in like 2006, I think. So we automatically, picked up where we left off.
Now, would you like to be doing lots more movies like this, do you think?
I would, of course. How could you not? There's zombies and there's drama and there's love and, of course, I would love to. A sequel, if you guys love it, and you should, then number 2.
What would you like to see happen in a sequel?
Do you know what? Selfishly, I'd kind of like to be a zombie. I don't know. It was watching all those guys being did up every morning was just, I thought, man, I would just love to be a little bit of a zombie. But the time in the chair was not fun either. Excuse me. Got a zombie crawling on my nose.
That's a weird place for a zombie to be.
Well, they hide everywhere. Oh my God, there's one there. No, it's not.
How would you cope in a zombie apocalypse, do you think?
I'd cry a lot. I'd try and cut them, or just aim for the eyes, which is bad. I think I'd do pretty well. Yeah.
James has got like a whole plan worked out. You should watch the interview I done with him. He's got a lot of good advice on that.
Yeah, no, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I think maybe the Cockneys will prevail. Who knows?
Would you have a weapon of choice if you were faced with a zombie?
I would have a railgun.
And did you have a favourite zombie death in the film?
Oh, yeah. Oh. Can't say. You got to... It's in the first part. That's my favourite.
Some really inventive deaths in there, aren't there? Were you surprised at how inventive it could be? Because we've seen a lot of zombie films over the years, haven't we?
Right, and you know what? I was surprised at how inventive and gruesome yet funny they were, and I think that's the ones that were, which are 90% of them, were my favourites. So, yeah, there might be part of a jaw being bitten off. I'm just saying. Oh, gruesome.
And what's next for you now?
Do you know what? I'm doing a couple of Disney cartoons, and I'm doing the new series of Dennis and Gnasher rather. So going to be continuing on with that until maybe November time, and just done a pilot called Bravado, where I have chocolate hands. So yeah, it's interesting. It's fun. Chocolate hands.
Is that a comedy, or how does this work?
It's quite a dark comedy. Yeah, I'm leaving it at that.
I heard something about, was it Groove High? Have you got a TV series as well called that?
Groove High, that's one of the Disney cartoons. I play a bunch of characters in that. The Bears was kind of like, hey, how you doing, buddy? Yeah. He's one of them American cool guys, and Lex and his sister. And it's kind of like I don't want to liken it to Glee, but it's song-based and a lot of cartoon funnery.
Well, look forward to that. You've got loads of things going on. Cockneys vs Zombies is a top film. Thanks for speaking to us about it.
Thanks, guys. Cheers. Thank you very much.